Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel The Omnibus. Today we are going to know about the origin of atomic magnetic dipole moment. You all know a charge at rest creates only electric field around it, and direction of those field lines are symbolized by this kind of arrow passing outward through this positive charge. And now if you make this charge in some kind of motion, let's say it's moving around this straight line to the right hand side with a velocity v, in that case it creates magnetic fields also, and the direction of those created field lines can be visualized easily if you make your right hand like this and place your forefingers along the direction of that moving charge, and whatever direction your old thumb directs will be the direction of created magnetic field lines due to this charge. So in this case, if I place my forefingers along the motion of the charge, my old finger directs upward. So in this case, the direction of created magnetic field lines will be along this direction. So these are some analogies that a charge at rest don't create any magnetic field. Only when the charge is in some kind of motion, it creates magnetic field and electric field always. Now, as we are going to calculate or know about the magnetic dipole moments of an atom, so we have to know that a magnetic field lines is only created when there is some kind of dipole, that only charge creates electric field, and in our analogy to the magnetism we saw only dipoles creates magnetic field lines. Charge creates electric field lines and magnetic dipoles creates magnetic field lines. So in this case, when charge in some kind of motion, the charge became a magnetic dipole. That's why it's creating this kind of magnetic field lines. Similarly, if you consider a atom, why atom? Because we all made up of atoms. If you break this chalk to two halves, and further if you want to break this part, this chalk to two halves again, and there comes a limit further which you can't break it, that's the point called atom. But we know now that atom can be break. Atoms have electrons, but electron can't be broken. Means electron is a fundamental particle. So we don't want to go in those paths. Our focus is to know the origin of atoms' magnetic dipole moments. For that, we have to consider an atomic model where a nucleus has positive charge inside it, and pointing this positive charge, electrons are circulating in a circular path. So this is the path where electrons are circulating, and you all know an electron carry negative charge. So in this case, if the electron is circulating, the direction of clock ticks means if direction is clockwise. If the motion of electrons direction is clockwise, then in that case we have to take the direction of this electron at this point like this, and at this point like this. And if you want to know the velocity at this point, you just have to draw a tangent at this point. So at this point, this is the direction of velocity of this electron. Similarly, at any point, if you want to know the direction of electron, you have to make a tangent at this point, at that point, and you will know the direction the multiplication of current time area of that loop equals to the magnetic dipole moment. Similar analogy can be applied here, so that electron is rotating along this direction, so it creates some current, and if it creates current, it will be considered as a magnetic dipole moment like this. That's why in this case, to calculate the created magnetic dipole moment, we have to calculate the current created by this electron first. So you all know the formula to calculate current is equal to charge divided by time. In this case, the charge equal to negative E. That's the charge of the electron, and the time it takes equal to 2 pi r divided by V. Why I have written 2 pi r divided by V? Because making center to this nucleus, the electron is moving along the circular path, and let's say the radius of this circular path is equal to small r, and you all know the circumference of a circle is equal to 2 pi times the radius of that circle, and in this case the radius is small r. That's why this length, circular length, equals to 2 pi r, and as the electron is covering this circular path with velocity small v, so if you divide this length by velocity, you will get the time. As you all know, the formula for the distance is equals to v times t. So if you take this v to the other hand side, you will get the formula for time t equals to s divided by v, and in this case s, or length of this circle, is equals to 2 pi r. So time will become 2 pi r divided by v. That's why here we have written current I equals to negative E, that's the charge of electron, divided by 2 pi r by v. And this v here will take position after E. Now we have calculated the value of current. After that, to calculate the magnetic dipole moment created by this electron orbital motion, symbolized by mu L. L represents this magnetic dipole moment is created due to the orbital motion of that electron. As small s is a orbital quantum number, so we symbolize the magnetic dipole moment created by electron is equal to mu L, and that will be equal to this current, means negative EV divided by 2 pi r times the area of this region. Area of atom or area where the electron is circulating will be equal to radius squared times pi, and that's the why, because area of the circle is equal to pi times radius square of the circle. In this case, the area will be pi times small r, as we have assumed electron is making a radius of small r while it's circulating center to the nucleus. So the area will be pi times small r square. Here 1 r will be get cancelled. Finally, you will get 1, and pi will also get cancelled, and you will get mu L equals to negative EV divided by 2. Sorry, here 1 r get cancelled and 1 r remain. Now if you remember the formula in circular motion for orbital angular moment, that is capital L equals to small m, that's the mass of that object which is revolves around some circle, times we consider the r vector and d vector are at 90 degree to each another, as in this case, this one is the r vector, and at this point velocity will be along this direction. You can clearly see this is 90 degrees, and at any point if you take, you will find at every point of that circle, of this circle, the angle between r vector and v vector will always equals to 90 degree. So the formula for L vector, or I can say L, became mrv, or I can say r times v will be equals to L divided by small m. Now if you put r times v equal to L divided by m here, so this v times r or r times v, if you put equals to L divided by m, you will get this equals to L divided by m. And if you want to take this formula as in vector form, you would put vector sign to the L and mu L. From this formula, it's clear that the direction of created magnetic dipole moment is opposite of that of orbital angular momentum, because here a negative sign exists. Due to this negative sign, we can say whatever the direction of orbital angular momentum of an electron will be opposite to the orbital magnetic moment of that electron. Means, let's visualize this line with some figures. Let's say this is our circle where the electrons move around this point called nucleus along this direction. So for orbital angular momentum, capital L vector, you just have to place your right hand like this, and you have to curl your right hand to the velocity vector. So in this case, if you curl your four fingers to the velocity of this electron, in this case, your thumb will direct upward. So in this case, capital L vector is along this direction. And from this formula, we can say the direction of created magnetic dipole moment will be opposite to this L vector, that is mu L will be along this direction. Similarly, if you take another example where the electron is circulating clockwise, in that case, you will see the orbital angular momentum will be pointing downwards. Let's do together. Let's curl your fingers to the motion of electron, and in that case your thumb will direct the bottom. So this will be the direction of L vector, and from this formula it's clear, as there is a negative sign, mu L will be directed upwards. So this is the direction of created mu L, and here also a vector sign exists. So that's how you can calculate the magnetic dipole moment due to the motion of electron around nucleus. So finally we have achieved to deduce the formula for orbital magnetic moment for an electron, and after that we will consider the spin motion of the electron. In that case, it will also create a spin magnetic moment of its own. So for that, you have to subscribe to my channel so that whenever I will upload the video related to the spin magnetic moment, you will get notified. And if this video is helpful for you, you can like this video.